Good day, learners, and welcome to another lesson with Teacher Dayan. Our topic for today is Dimensions of Information and Media. Now, here are the lesson objectives. Number 1, identify the different dimensions of information and media. Number 2, provide examples of dimensions of information and media created informally and formally. 3, generalize the important lessons learned and how to apply it in daily living. Let us have a pretest to determine your prior knowledge about the topic. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1, it pertains to any sound or auditory impression perceived by ears and processed by the brains. A. Text information and media. B. Visual information and media. C. Audio information and media. Or D. Motion information and media. Number 2. Which of the following does not describe how text information is produced? A. The writer submits the article to the editor or publisher. B. The writer gathers information about the topic. C. The writer makes a draft versus outline. Or D. The writer reviews the draft and develops it into a full text. Number 3. A large outdoor board containing text information and images or designs posted as a form of advertisement. A. Graph. B. Billboard. C. Chart. Or D. Poster. Number 4. Which of the following does not belong to the group? A. Podcast. B. Blog. C. Music. Or D. Conversation. Textbooks, encyclopedia, periodicals, and journals are examples of information and media in A. Text, B. Visual, C. Audio, or D. Motion. Now here are the answers. Number 1, C. Number 2, C. Number 3, B. And number 4, B. Number 5, A. Who among you got a perfect score? Great job! Now, let us try to proceed to our next activity. Now, let us have another activity. Identify which type of media is used in each statement. Text information and media, visual information and media, audio information and media, motion information and media, manipulative information and media, and multimedia information and media. 1. Listening to an FM radio show. Sending a friend request on Facebook. Looking at a photograph. Playing an online game with friends. Watching an animated LED billboard. Reading a book. Playing virtual reality game. participating in an online game show. Presenting using a PowerPoint presentation and projector. Watching a video podcast. And now it is time for us to discuss the following concepts, starting with text, information, and media. Text, information, and media are data or information sources which exist as references in textual, numeric, or similar formats. These include various types of publications as well as unpublished manuscripts, databases, and documents. Text information can be found in books, newspapers, and magazines. There are different classifications of text, information, and media: fiction and non-fiction. Fiction pertains to stories that are imagined and not true. Non-fiction pertains to stories that are based on facts and reality. Now let us proceed to visual information and media. It is the use of one or more of the various visual media with or without sound. Generally, visual information includes still photography, motion picture photography, video or audio recording, graphic arts, visual aids, models, display, visual presentation services, and the support processes. The types of visual information media are the following: painting, photo or images, sculpture, cartoon or comic strip, graphs or charts, billboards, and posters. Now let us proceed to audio information and media. It is a media communication that uses audio or recording to deliver and transfer information through the means of sound. The types of audio information are the following. We have dialogue or conversation, lecture or talk, news, podcast, audiobook, and music. Here are some of the devices that deliver audio information. Next, we have motion information and media. It is a form of media that has the appearance of moving text and graphics on display. Its purpose is to communicate information in multiple ways. Motion media, in essence, is a visual media that gives the appearance of movement. The types of motion information media are the following: comedy or humor, drama, suspense, horror, romance or love story, sci-fi or fantasy, documentary, religious or spiritual, action, musical, adventure, inspirational, and historical. Now let us discuss manipulative information and media. Manipulative media are tools that are used to aid in hands-on learning. They can be physical objects or computer programs which learners can manipulate in order to grasp an idea or gain understanding or mastery of given concept. There are two types of manipulative media: digital manipulatives and virtual manipulatives. Now let us try to discuss each one. Digital manipulatives are computationally enhanced versions of physical objects created in an effort to expand the range of concepts that children can explore through direct manipulation. Virtual manipulatives, on the other hand, are computer-based simulations of physical manipulatives that are accessed via the internet or computer software. Under this category, video games, applications, and other virtual reality simulations are included. Now let us talk about multimedia information and media. Multimedia means that computer information can be represented through audio, video, and animation in addition to traditional media. A field concerned with a computer-controlled integration of text, graphics, drawings, still and moving images or video, animation, audio, and other media where every type of information can be represented, stored, transmitted, and processed digitally. Now here are some of the examples of multimedia. What again are the different dimensions of information and media? That's right. We have visual, audio, text, motion, manipulatives, and multimedia. Great job! Now it is time for you to apply your learnings in real life. These are the questions that you need to answer. Question number 1. Would you apologize and be honest to admit if you provided a wrong text information on your blog? Why or why not? Question number 2. In your opinion, what should a person consider in making a visual information influential and relevant? Number 3. What do you think makes an audio information interesting even without the visuals? Question number 4. In your judgment, are surveys on TV ratings or consumers' choice on a particular product an accurate representation of the public sentiments? Why or why not? Question number 5. If you were to suggest to your teacher to use multimedia presentation to make the lesson discussion more interesting, how would you say it? Question number 6. How would you tell your mother that you prefer to watch a different movie instead of the movie she wants to watch with you? Now it is time for you to make your own personal dimension of information and media. Now here are the directions. Identify at least 3 different dimensions of information and media that can be found in your house or part of your personal stuff. Analyze how these dimensions are formally and informally produced, organized, and disseminated by writing a brief description about it. Each dimension of information and media must have an evidence by taking a picture. Make sure that the image is not downloaded from the internet or taken from someone's photo. The captured image must be originally taken by you. In case there is no evidence available for taking pictures, it can be hand-drawn as an alternative solution. For your next activity, provide at least 3 answers in the given questions below. Write the answer on a separate piece of paper. What new and interesting information have I learned? How can I use and apply this information? And now for your assessment, identify the different dimensions of information and media described in each statement. Write TM for text information and media, VM for visual information and media, AM for audio, MM for motion, MA for manipulative, and MI for multimedia information and media. Write the answer on a separate piece of paper. Number 1. Teachers use PowerPoint presentation to introduce their lessons in class. Number 2. Painter is a person who produces work of art with colors, lines, and shapes using paint as medium. 3. Contributor is someone who writes his opinion, insights, and commentaries about political or social issues. 4. Photographers take pictures or images using a camera. 5. Actor is regarded as a performer who gives life to a role. Number 6, a hair product advertisement claimed that with regular use of particular brand of shampoo, hair would grow thicker in just 3 days. 7, data encoder is a person who oversees encoding the handwritten text into soft copy. 8, disc jockey plays music on air and can interact with their audience during the live broadcast and featured promotional events. 9. Music artist, commonly referred to as recording artist, is a musician who records and releases music. 10. Director supervises and instructs performers or actors on how they should act based on the role as described in the script. 10. Director supervises and instructs performers or actors on how they should act based on the rule as described in the script. 11. It is an amateur video released through social media that claimed UFO sightings in Mount Makiling, which caused the people to panic. 12. Makeup artist is the one responsible for making the actors look their best by applying makeup. 13. MC serves as the official host of a stage event or performance, giving the performers instructions on the sequence of events in a program. 14. Blogger writes personal opinions about issues or topics that interest him. 15. Graphic artist or designer sets the images, illustrations, charts, and tables on the manuscript. And that's it, learners. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been Teacher Diane. See you again next time. Happy learning!